Started out on live, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the site faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing laughs to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack and crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Service, I would play a game. First start to the next time, I'm chasing fame. With the year behind me, changing the scene. So through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strum, curing and chill, far crack and jokes. Go stop the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our own streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Monday, the 13th of April, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. There's a new browser. It's either called Phi or Pi, P-H-I. And if I understand correctly, it's been designed from the bottom up to work exclusively on the Apple Silicon machines, the M1s through to the M5s, which I have. I'm streaming on the M5 Max. I was almost going to say Pro Max. And so I'm interested to look at what this browser is all about. Not that I need a new browser. I'm quite happy using Brave for my personal, and I'm quite happy using Firefox for live streaming. I think that works really well. I used to use Chrome for call-ins when we were using Social Ninja, but now I don't use that, so there's no need to have Chrome. I haven't even installed Chrome on my system. But I'm interested to see what this Phi or Pi browser is all about. So we're going to dig into that on the stream. Yo, Jude, how you doing? You made number 2, Jude. You have leveled up a notch on the old Twitch machine. Twitch Kick machine. Elfsar, hail there gives. Good to see you. On Velora, yeah, Elfsar, we've been here for a while, and I want to talk about that. There is a new dashboard, Created Dashboard V2 has been launched, and a revamped chat. I'm looking at Discord. I want to look into that a little whiles on the stream as well. Velora's making moves. Velora's making moves. Are we here to embrace the moves? I think we are. I usually chat on Beam. Well, my advice, and I'm going to always say this, you should use the Kick chat if you want to trigger alerts. That's probably not going to change unless Velora roll out something similar like Botrix. Now, that would be swish if they did, but they haven't. They don't at this stage. The Kick chat is where you can trigger alerts, you know, the exclamations alerts. And I'm going to add more to the setup, and I'm going to also make it very clear. You know, you could type, you know, when you type exclamation shop, and right now, because the shop is closed, if you like, you only see the first 5 alerts. Well, I could trigger exclamation shop or exclamation store, maybe slightly different, to open up an on-screen image. It would be kind of a bit annoying because it would come up for everybody, but then you'd see what all the commands are. It could flash up and you could get a screenshot of it. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Exclamation shop. Jude just did it. But what that will only show you, because there's a little hack here for Botrix, I've paid for a subscription for a month to enable me to add all of the alerts into the store. Who did that on DLive? I'll get back to you in a second. But then when the month is up, the doorway to the store closes, but the store still exists. So if you know what the commands are, you can still trigger them, but you can't see them. So we've got a screenshot of what they all are, and that's how we get around that. I'm going to pay for it again for another month because I've got to add some more. Every month I'll probably add 10 or so more. We've got a whole bunch of cool Trump ones and some interesting stuff that's going to go in there. But that's where we're at with that. Now, who did that on DLive? Milking the last of the D-ness. Yo, Netskis, thank you, man. Not much more left. It's April 13. You know what tomorrow is? Funnily enough, tomorrow is the 14th of April, which is my seventh year anniversary on DLive. Or is it 8 years? 2019, 2020, 26, 27, 7 years. That's tomorrow. Am I going to care? No. I'm not really going to worry about it. We did celebrations one time along. We're not doing it. I'm not celebrating 7 years on DLive on April 14, and then by April 29 or April 30, they shut their doors. There's no point, right? You're welcome, Gibbs. Thank you. Immortal. How you doing, Immortal? Much love. Thank you, man. The other thing I want to do on this stream, which is going to be slightly annoying for you guys, Hover Air, this drone manufacturer that put out their Aqua, looks like it's on pre-order at the moment. The Aqua, the drone that you can go surfing with, it's fully water sealed, floats on the water, all the cool stuff. We watched the review or the pre-release reviews. Well, I did reach out to them, as you guys suggested. That'd be a great collab fit. So I reached out to them. They responded with a very generic email basically saying, in less words than not, they said, we don't give a shit about you. We didn't even watch your video. I made them a video, right? I made them a video. I uploaded it to my channel. I set it to unlisted. The only people with that link is Hover Air, and it's still on a big fat 0 on my YouTube back end. I'll show you guys all that. I'm going to use this stream to create a clippable moment that I can then clip from the stream. In fact, I'm going to record it straight through OBS. You can stream and record at the same time to your desktop. So I've got a little profile set here. When I press a button, it'll take the chat off the screen, take the background music, take the alerts off so you can't trigger any alerts while I'm directing this 1 minute video. And I'm going to deliver a piece directly to Hover Air. You guys will obviously see it because it's broadcasting live. I'll do my spiel, then we'll cut back to this very scene and we'll go back to regular broadcasting, and I'll upload that video. And I'm basically going to flame Hover Air for giving me a phony response to a genuine inquiry. The video I made goes for just over a minute, I believe, maybe a little bit less, and they didn't even have the time to watch it. So here's a creator who wants to promote their content via a brand deal. Let's be clear, it's going to be a paid collaboration, but I'm interested in their product and I've got the exact use case for it. Heaps of surfing on my YouTube channel. This drone is designed for water sports, surfing being one of them. It would have been a great fit, but now that they've faffed me around, I'm going to rescind my offer to work with them on the basis of them being a phony company. That's what I'm going to do. They don't need you. They don't need me. They could have just said, hey, we watched your video. Nice stuff. At this stage, we're still in pre-release, whatever. We probably won't be reaching out to anybody, so thanks anyway. Instead, they lied and said, we watched it and we're not interested. They didn't watch it. They didn't even say that. They said, you've got some great videos on your profile, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, you didn't even watch it. You know what? While I'm all worked up, let's do that bit. So if I'm going to, once I've pressed this Stream Deck button, it's going to roll into a separate vibe. And I'm going to be addressing the camera but I'm going to be addressing Hover Air. So I won't even be looking at chat. It'll only take a minute or so. And then when we cut back out, when you see the logo and all that, we'll be back to normal broadcasting. Give me a second. Who did that? Immortal with the wow. Thank you, man. All right, let me just get back into delivering content mode here. Okay, let's give this a shot. I might need 2 takes at it. We'll go 1 here and we'll see how we go. Hey, Hover Air, this one's directed directly at you. Directed directly? That doesn't work. Stop. Failed. That's a fail, right? Immediate fail. By the way, did it work for you? Did you guys hear me say this one's directed at you directly? You heard the fail? Good to know. Actually, just tell me if that did work. It did work. Thanks, Jude. Funny, Netsky, they have an NZ site on their site as promo. Yeah. In my city, what's the chance of that? It's in your city. Okay, let's try that again. Yo, Hover Air, I made you guys a video to try to work on a branded deal for your Aqua drone. Do you remember the video I sent you? Of course you do not. You know why you don't remember it? Because you didn't even watch it, yet you did send me a generic email back saying words to the other effect. Let's have a look at the email I sent you, lovely specimens. Here it is a few weeks ago from myself. Hi guys, I'm Benon from the channel Gives a Minute. I've shot a short video that explains things clearly. Thanks for your time. Congrats on a great product. I neglected to tell you anything in the email because my short 1-minute video there tells you everything, to which you guys responded. Hi Benon, thank you for reaching out and your interest in collaborating with Hover Air products. That's not what I was asking. I was asking for one product in specific, the Aqua drone. You have such engaging and rich content on your social media. You obviously didn't even look at it. However, at this time, due to our current priorities, releasing a new product, strategic focuses, we regret to inform you that we are unable to proceed with a collab. We hope to keep the possibility of future collaborations open, and we certainly will reach out if the opportunity arises. You know how I know you didn't reach out? If I open up my YouTube studio, I'm going to show you the unlisted video that I sent you, lovely people, and it's still on a very big fat 0 views. I'm going to show it to you right now. And I feel like it's coming up. If I can get to my studio, I want you to see this in real time so that there's no chance that I've been wangling it. Here is my YouTube studio. Let us go to content. Let us filter to unlisted or visibility. Unlisted. Apply. The top video here, unlisted for Hover Air. Monetization off. Views 0. So you guys didn't even look at it, yet you claim you did, and therefore I rescind my offer to collab with you. I don't want to work with a phony company. Good luck with your product. Bam! Do you reckon that works? It was a little bit longer than I thought. I should have had the studio up, but it's kind of good that I didn't have it up, because getting it up on screen live, there's no way that can be misinterpreted, right? I brought it right up there. That was good. I don't need to do that again. Let me just check that it recorded. That's probably the priority number 1 here. Let me just check that did record. Oh, wait. Wait a second. It recorded, but hold on. Let's go and have a look at it. I've got to open up Loopback Machine here and add, what is this? QuickTime. I've got to add QuickTime into my outputs here. It's already there. Okay, so that should work now if we go back over here. Okay, so I'll just kill that, see if it works. Yo, Hover Air, I made you guys a video to try to work on a branded deal for your Aqua drone. Do you remember the video I sent you? Of course you do not. You know why you don't remember it? Because you didn't even watch it, yet you did send me a generic email back saying words to the other effect. Let's have a look at the email I sent you, lovely specimens. Here it is a few weeks ago from myself. Hi guys, I'm Benon from the channel Gives a Minute. I've shot a short video that explains things clearly. Thanks for your time. Congrats on a great product. I neglected to tell you anything in the email because my short 1-minute video there tells you everything, to which you guys responded. Hi Benon, thank you for reaching out and your interest in collaborating with Hover Air products. That's not what I was asking. I was asking for one product in specific, the Aqua drone. You have such engaging and rich content on your social media. You obviously didn't even look at it. However, at this time, due to our current priorities, releasing a new product, strategic focuses, we regret to inform you that we are unable to proceed with a collab. We hope to keep the possibility of future collaborations open, and we certainly will reach out if the opportunity arises. You know how I know you didn't reach out? If I open up my YouTube studio, I'm going to show you the unlisted video that I sent you, lovely people, and it's still on a very big fat 0 views. I'm going to show it to you right now. And I feel like it's coming up. If I can get to my studio, I want you to see this in real time so that there's no chance that I've been wangling it. Here is my YouTube studio. Let us go to content. Let us filter to unlisted or visibility. Unlisted. Apply. The top video here, unlisted for hover air. Monetization off, views 0. So you guys didn't even look at it, yet you claim you did, and therefore I rescind my offer to collab with you. I don't want to work with a phony company. Good luck with your product. That's pretty clear. That's pretty clear. There's nothing more needed to be done there. The only thing I regret is that it turned out my video was 3 minutes, not 1 minute. I thought I shot a snap. I got to be snappier with that sort of stuff, right? Got to be snappy tappy. But that covers it, and I'll send that off to. Actually, I'm not sending it back to the. You know what I should do? Do you know what I should do before I make that live to the public? I'll just send them a link. I'll send them that as a private link and just say, you know what? That's a great idea. I'll send them that and I'll say, thanks. I responded by video. That's what I'll do. I'll respond by video. And then after we see a week go by or two, we'll give them 2 weeks. We'll make sure there's no chance of anything. 2 weeks goes by and it stays on 0. I'll just set it to public. Classic. Yep. And then what will happen is the other drone manufacturers will either buy that company or they will take their concept and do it better, right? Because it looks like, so the review that we saw is a real product. Like there was someone using it, but it's obviously a pre-production product because the one that they have on their website, which looks like rendered, like not actual physical item, like just computer generated graphics rendered in some program, the drone doesn't look like the one that the dudes have on their reviews. So I feel like they're still in that pre-production mode. And at some point, they're going to need the YouTube content to be out there. And I'm just saying, like, what better creator would there be to review it than someone who surfs all the time? Take that drone out. I can do it I could do 5 reviews in the 1 week every day using it just to see how easy. Blah 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 blah. Yo, Dalesky, how you doing? What makes this particular drone special? This was the one that launches from the water. So you can paddle out, which would be a little weird. You'd have to paddle with it on your back or something, and then you launch it, and then it follows you while you're surfing. So you don't have to have any control. You have a beacon on your arm, and you launch it, and it follows you. And then when the battery depletes, it goes and lands on the sand. So I mean, it would be something that would be really great to see if it works. And all I'm saying here, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying I'm some massive YouTuber who demands that these drone manufacturers work with me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I already have content that matches their demographic directly, and I made a genuine attempt to reach out with them for a brand deal, and they gave me a faff response. I just wanted to have the response that's a dignified response. Hey man, thanks for reaching out. We're not at that stage right now. When we are, we'll get back in touch with you. Great video. And then I would have seen, and by the way, I've heard people say, that's not true, man. They can watch it and it won't go up by 1 on your YouTube. That's not how that works. I've had a YouTube channel since 2014 now, 10 years, over 10 years. And I know when you unlist a video from the moment it goes up, it never goes on a review unless you send a link to someone to watch it. I've done this heaps of times with unlisted videos. Heaps. Like, a lot of stuff I've had to unlist before it's gone public to get approval from people before it goes live. And every single time stays on 0. I get an email back, hey, I checked that, just take this bit out, check that bit out, and it's good to go, and it's gone up to 1 view. So that's how that works. But anyway. In other news, folks, I did go surfing yesterday and the day before and the day before that, and right now I got to tell you the inner thighs of my thighs, the inner thighs, the inner part of my legs, aka my thighs, are all chafed up because I went hard. I went surfing a lot because I also knew that today I was going to get another skin cancer cut out. And I'm going to blow you all away with some disgustingness. That's what got ripped out of my back this morning. Get a focus on that little schmozzle. Anyone want chicky nuggies? And I do have now a lovely whopping big scar. That's a bit too bright still. I got another 10 stitches, dude. I thought this was going to be a small one. It's a 10 stitch whopper. I've got so many, oh shit, hold on. Make sure I go the right way. I've got so many of these gnarly scars and crap on my body now. I got one there. That's what this one's up here. You can't see it. It's up there. But anyway, I got one there, and I got the one on my clavicular. I've got one looks maxing right here, and I got one up here. You've seen that one. Got that one. No, it's hard to do this backwards. This one, now this new one, I got one down here as well. Basically, they should just cut it all up and give me a fresh new body, and I'll be good with that. Givsenstein's monster, Givsenstein, Frankenstein, lots of suture scars, yeah. In under scars as well, internal scars. So I mentioned Velora with a creator dashboard update. Here is the discordation from Velora with the announce. I'm going to start following Velora a lot closer, because it's part of us, man. This is our family. Colora? Yeah, creator dashboard in Velora. That's now called the Colora. We know people have asked for a serious look at our chat pop-outs and the dashboard. And community's always right. In Creator Dashboard V2, we've made things faster, slimmed and trimmed the fat, and redesigned chat to handle everything thrown at it with best-in-class performance. Side note here, the original chat box was 12,000 lines of code. Now it's split into 15 plus focused modules that work together instead of one single point of failure. Along the way, we cut out 4K lines of code. Okay. In the core of Dashboard V1, we managed to cut out and optimize from over 4,000 lines of code for just the dashboard shell, blah, 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 bling, blah, blah. All this to still keep all function. Basically, it's a slimmed down, smaller coded piece of tech. Hard refresh your pop-outs and clear your cache and your browsers and fresh your trousers and off you go. So do you want to take a quick squiz at what it actually looks like on the Veloran skins? I do. Let's have a look at Velora, because let's not forget a lot of times new streaming platforms come to the forefront and they look like they were designed in the 90s. There's a few out there right now, right? I'm going to name one, Avon. Looks horrible, right? Looks absolutely horrible. I don't think Velora falls into that category. Here it is, Velora.tv. I'll make this large so that you guys can all follow along. Now, the creator dashboard, when you click on the link, it's not, look how nice that looks. Dude, just a simple little blur like that. That looks... it matches my tonality of my stream as well. That looked rad. 5 viewers, 24 meowers. Meowers? I don't know what a meower is. 41 potatoes? What? Okay, I don't know what that was. Go back to the homepage. And we go down to the creator dashboard. Cheap views on Twitch. Yeah. Here it is, folks. The creator dashboard. Click it. It brings you over to stream activity. And this does look particularly nice. The flavor is just right. The sizing, I mean, okay, so if it was normal sizing, it would look like that. Depending on the resolution of your monitor, I've zoomed that right in so that the stream can see it, but it still presents very, very clean. You got analytics, you got channel analytics. I've been here since 6 months now, so there should be a fair amount of analytics in here. It's loading. It's loading. Oh, there we go. I've done 21 streams. Viewer hours, 0 minutes. 0 minutes. Oh, stream revenue. It defaults to, you can show the dollar amounts. None. Wait, didn't I earn something already? I thought I earned something already. I thought I earned $10. I guess I lost that $10. Oh wait, sorry, that was just 30 days. All time I should have hit. Loading and analytics for the all-time skis. Elfsar, you've been here a week. Well, you know, it's great that you're here, dude. Get on board, you know, like don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm just stoked that there's a new platform and it looks so nice. Like, to be fair, this looks like what DLive should have looked like. DLive never did any of this kind of stuff, right? DLive just said that they were going to do it, and they never did. They never modernized it. They never. I don't know what DLive did. Well, I know what they didn't do. Now, this is interesting. Alerts and rewards. There are stream alerts here that we could be setting up. I mean, I should be doing this on my own, but you know, you can do. I saw up here the other day sounds and stickers. Sounds and stickers. I can upload an item. Should we just try this? Should we just try one? Channel point sounds. Attach sounds to your channel point rewards. When redeemed, the sound plays on your sticker overlay. Maximum of 30 seconds. Dude, this is I just farted. Let's upload. Let's upload an I just farted and see if it works. No custom channel point rewards found. Okay, so we've got to do a custom channel point reward. Channel points up here. Channel points. Okay, channel point branding. Customize the name and icon for your channel points. Default star, click to change. What do you want to call it? You can upload your own. Custom upload. Channel points. I guess we should default channel points icon. Should I just leave it at default just for the time being? And we can change it later? Yeah, I think I should just leave that for the default skins. You can also make them public and earn vaults off other people using them. Yes, I did know that. So, built-in rewards first for 1 point is on. Create a reward. Here we go. Here comes a reward. We're going to call this configure the basics, then design your card. Cost, we'll put it down to the minimum of 1. We'll call this fart. What does this reward do? Plays I just farted. Availability, always available. No message, so it just comes up on screen. User cooldown, we don't want a cooldown. Channel cooldown, we don't want a channel cooldown. Track total redemptions, track per user redemptions. Yeah, we'll track both of those. Design card. Test user redeemed fart. Oh, this is what comes up on the screen. I don't want anything to come up though. I don't want anything to come up. I'll just set it to that. But isn't that amazing, all the stuff you can do here? Icons. All my icons. Custom. Pilled. Now, Natsuki, Pilled is one that looks like it's from the 80s again. Okay, I'll just leave this to default. Save the design. Okay, so fart created successfully for 1 point. It's enabled. Oh, you can turn it off screen. It's off screen. Okay, there's a little button down here. Sound. Let's add the sound. So we go to Beam. We go to Audio. We go to, what did I call it? Drops. Where's I just farted? Where's I just farted? Random? I think it's in random. Are these are D-Live ones. Uh-oh. I don't have these. I don't have these. Sounds for pads, page 2. I don't have them here. Oh, you know what I got to do? Shit. I got to go and get, oh no, I can't do this on stream. These alerts are in my D-Live. This is interesting. This goes all the way back to D-Live days. Wow. So in that case, let's not bother with I just farted. Let's use one we've got here. We do have some here, but I can get those. I just don't have them handy. So we got drops. The good old D-Live days. We'll add we'll add a Trump one, right? Grab your baby. We can't hear that because it's coming from preview, but we know what it's there. No, grab your baby. No, what a beautiful bunch of people. What a beautiful group of people. So we'll call it. Why has that got a dot after the Okay, well I added it, but we will edit this now. What browser? Oh, we're in the Brave Trouser browser. I'll just add the Brave Trouser to loopback so we can hear this. I've got it there. I've just turned it off. Now it's back on. We'll just go. What browser? Oh, we're in the Brave Trouser browser. I'll just add the Brave. This is why I turned Brave Browser off, because it's all my stream playing. So I've got to go and mute them all. But I know it's already in there, so we don't need it. So, okay, so that's good. But let's edit this fart to now be called. It's not going to be called fart. It's going to be called what is. Actually, let's go to kick. I'll just see what the kick one's called. So we have the same naming. What's the word? Naming nom culture. Name and culture. What's that word? That word's funny one for me. Yo, Panda Silly, just for grins. Howdy, folks. How you doing, pandas? What's cracking? We are just going to I know you can't see this. I'm just going to my creator channel on Kick, because down in the about section, I do have all of my alerts listed, and we can at least see the names. So that one, Trump, I guess it's exclamation what? And I got to put these in alphabetical order as well. That's shit, man. That's shit, man. What one is it? Actually, let's just test it. I think it's just what, isn't it? Exclamation what?
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
So that's the one that's playing on Kick. But if we add it to Velora,
it's shit, man.
It's shit, man. We'll call it what, and it plays Trump saying, what a beautiful bunch of people you are. What a beautiful bunch of people you are. So that's going to be the update to it. We'll save those changes. So how do you trigger that? It's in there. It's off screen. Default using points. Now if we go to stream sounds, it's already there. Attach sounds to your channel points reward. When redeemed, the sound plays on your stickers overlay. So how do you dudes trigger that then? That's in there. How do you guys trigger it then? How do you trigger it? Stream alerts, sound stickers and rewards. Channel points, sounds and stickers, channel points. View stats. So how do you trigger it then? Placement. What does this mean? Placement. Okay. Card alert in the center of the screen. Duration. Oh, that's important. What a beautiful group of people. So I've got to make sure I know how long that alert runs for, because otherwise it crops it off before Trump finishes his spiel. Trump, what a beautiful. Goes for 5 seconds. Oh, it was already on 5. We'll just put it to 6 so that it covers, make sure it covers it entirely. 6 seconds. Okay. And how does it get triggered? Does anybody know how to trigger that then? Somehow. Save settings. Create custom rewards that viewers can redeem with their channel points. Okay, does someone want to check this? Go to Velora, take a look at your channel points and see what it says. This, we might have just avoided having to use bot tricks forever. We can just do it all here, right? If this works anyway. Sounds. Allow viewers to send sound alerts on your stream. And I've got the Velora alerts. Velora community bot. Elfsar redeemed what? Okay, so what did I just used it? Okay. Oh, wait a second. Control audio via OBS. OBS. That's right. Let me. Did you guys hear it? Dalesky says, cool. Did you hear it? I didn't hear it. Nope, didn't hear it. Okay, good, good. That may be at my end. Let me just check my audio for Velora alerts, and I'll compare them to Botrix alerts. Monitor only, mute output. Monitor off. Okay, monitor only, mute output. That's what it should have been. Okay, that looks good. I think. I saw a banner. Yeah, so the banner would have come up on the screen. So that means that it's in OBS. Can I trigger them myself? And by the way, I set it to 1 channel point. So, and how many channel points? I just farted. How many channel points have you got? Yes, you can test it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I have 199. Oh, that's rad, dude. That's rad. Okay. I want to test this sticker. Can I test it? You have nearly 6,000 already, Dale? What the hell? I just want to test it. Percentage of volts earned when other streamers use your item, 5% or 10%. Let's leave it at default, hey? That's so cool. Yeah, this is cool, right? This, being able to earn whenever someone uses your alerts, like if we build up a huge catalog of alerts and everyone across Velora, when Velora gets like massive and everyone's using I Just Farted, every single time someone does an I Just Farted, I get a reward. Are we looking at Golden Era Part 2 here? Every time someone uses my alerts, I get paid in volts. We don't know what volts are yet. We didn't know what Lino was back then either. This is making me sit up and pay attention to this website for shiz. This is pretty rad. But let's get this working. Cab 7 Ben is a good dude. Yes. Shout out to Kabskis. What's Kabski doing? Sounds and stickers. I'm a little bit stuck here. Upload library, 1 points. What? Channel points. Built-in rewards, view stats, custom rewards, enabled. Okay, but that's not playing it through my stream. That's playing it through the browser. That's just playing it through the browser. 1 redemptions. Test user redeemed what? Edit settings, edit card design enabled. I guess what I need to do is go to my stream, into my stream, and into the chat. And in here, there'll be a way to trigger. So when you did it, Elsa, how did you do that? If you click the star at the bottom, here we go. Oh, there you go. Plays Trump saying, what a beaut. No, this is cool, man. Okay, all we got to do is get the alert actually working, but the functionality is there. That's slick, man. We're going to put all of them in there. Okay, Botrix is gone. Botrix is gone. Botrix is out. We're using this. Ansim Gaming. Hello, Ansim. Yeah, that's Swish. I don't like that community bot. I don't like the community bot. Velora community bot. I think I want to get rid of that. But anyway, look, let's get this working. I have yet to figure out how to get the audio to work on your stream. Hang on a second. Elsa, have you been doing this on your channel as well and you haven't got the audio sorted? I wonder if it's part to do with Velora Alert browser plugin. Control audio via OBS. That's what we want. They have an update. Yes, they have updated. Yeah. But we're in the update, aren't we? Is this not the update? Have I got to refresh my trousers? Whoops. I'm already trouser refreshed. I'm already refreshing. My trousers refreshed. Dude, this looks. I'm so pumped. What, Matt, dudes? How is this timing? DLive forever has just gone like, yeah, good things are coming. Just keep waiting patiently, as you all have been. And everyone's like, not waiting any longer. And then DLive go, yeah, don't wait any longer because we're done. And DLive disappeared. And this has already been here for 6 months, and it's already doing all this cool stuff. This is rad, dude. I'm psyched. I think we found a new home here, guys. Yeah, it's agreed. It looks slick and nicer. Built-in alerts is rad. If we can get this, like I redeemed what? If we can get that to redeem all of our custom alerts, like all the stuff we've been doing forever, like all the Marty and gangbang and all that stuff gets in there, it's not just for us, it's for the whole platform. This is awesome. This is so cool, man. Okay, now let's get it to work. All alerts in dashboard. Ansim, sorry, Ansim, are you're staff, right? What are we missing here? We can't get this audio to work. I've got it set up with the browser source in OBS, and I've got the browser source, for all intents and purposes, is the same as my Kick alerts, my Botrix alerts. So let me just verify that actually. You're way too easy, dude. I'm too easy? I'm too easy? Is that a good or a bad thing? Yeah, they're set up the same. Tidy Labs Alerts does have a minus 6.2 audio on it. I don't want minus though. I just want to set. Alerts are fun, of course, and stickers. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm just curious as to why we can't get the audio coming out. I'll miss the DLive stickers. We can bring them across here though, can't we? I'm going to try redeeming it again. See, I'm watching my OBS and I don't see anything come through on Velora. I didn't see anything come through on Velora OBS. Oh, maybe they, with the update, they changed the URL, maybe? Where's my... Maybe they changed the URL here with the update. Settings, let me just see. I'll just grab a freshie anyway. I'll grab a freshie anyway. Token regenerated. Copied it. Might as well, right? Recopy and paste the browser source. Yeah, I just regenerated the new one just in case. They have had an update, so maybe that might have been it. We'll see. We'll see. Check the URL. Yeah. I'll just try testing it one more time. Okay, I didn't even see it come up on the screen then. Okay, that didn't pop up. I didn't see that on the screener. Maybe a bug? Is it bugging out? Okay, we got excited there, but maybe we're too keen, folks. Unless I've done it wrong. Have I done it wrong? Have I set it up wrong? I've gone... Maybe a Beam issue. It shows in your Velora chat. Yeah, it shows in the Velora chat, but the overlay is not working. Ansim Gaming redeemed what? And so even that didn't come up. But didn't you say before, Dale, that you saw it come up? The card came up? I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna try redeeming it again. Let me check. Yeah, cool. Okay, I redeemed it, and it's not coming up here either. I see the card in Velora chat. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. That would be cool if it came up in Beam chat as well, but dumb question, but do you have the browser source in your scene? I have it in this scene and I have it in this scene, yeah. In both of these scenes. I just double checked that. Although this scene is the fresh one. Oh no, they're both copied and pasted, so. But nice to check, nice to check. That is a rookie mistake that I've made, and I'm sure rookies do make. So yeah, I guess we're jumping, we're pretty excited here, but it's not quite working unless I've done it wrong. The big emojis also don't show up in Beam. Don't forget, folks, that Beamstream V2 is about to launch as well. So maybe Beamstream V2 has a better integration for the chat from Velora to bring in all these cards and lovely graphics and stuff. Because it's so, like, we can really tweak this to our colors, and like I feel like purple is my color these days. I love this purple that I stumbled upon. I think it looks wonderful, and I feel like if we can infiltrate like all of our stuff, like right now that where it says redeemed what it was a nice color. Where's my chat? Wait, get off there. What am I doing? Here. I like that, but you know, we can tweak it to be our red and blue, and you know, I just think it's going to be awesome. As long as I haven't done anything wrong here setting it up though. Sounds and stickers. Yo, Dugsky, how you doing, man? Because right here, it's in there, right? Unless I've got to upload it here as well. No, we put it in there. It's already in there. Library. What a beautiful group of people. You know what I'll do? Just to verify that it is in there, just in case, I'm going to go and mute all of my tabs that are open on Beamstream, on Brave Browser. And then I'm going to add Brave. Now, you are going to hear this, but just remember that what you're hearing is me playing it in the back end here. This is not triggering it. This is just playing the thing.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
So you heard that, but that's me just playing it there. So it should... and to confuse you even more, Dogsky, that was Doug doing one on Kick. But we'll get that in here as well. Don't worry about that. So that didn't work. Let's play it again here and see if it works. Yeah, so it's not working. Yeah, so it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. But what that does mean is, and I don't want to bore all of you.
Hello there.
Hello there, Doug. What I want to do is, in my own time, I'll go ahead and add all of these back in to Velora because obviously they're going to get it to work. And I think once they're all in my library, when they work, they'll all work. How do we activate that? That's what we're trying to figure out, dude. You guys activate it by going into the Velora chat, and down here there's a little, at the bottom of the chat, there's a little star, and we've only got one in there right now, and you click on that, and it tells you what you're redeeming here. And we can give all these different names and numbers and points. But at this stage, as long as I haven't done anything wrong in the back end, which I don't appear to have done, because what is in there, and then the channel point, single point, redeem points, 1 point redeems what, and that's going to be weird. That triggers this. Wait, I'll just double check that it's back in here.
What a
yeah, see, it's in there. Oh, wait, I had turned that off. So off screen. Okay, so I'll redeem it one more time. Now this, if I redeem it again in chat, it should come up in the center. Watch this. It should come up in the center of the chat here. There it is. It didn't come up with everything, but it just came up with my name in the center. So that just shows that the browser source is working, but the audio is not working. Gives, I think, only alert and sound only work. Sub, give, follower, sound, not reward. Oh, really? That's not what it says, though. It doesn't say that, though. Sounds and stickers. Attach sounds to your channel point rewards.
I will admit, this is a fairly niche complaint.
Yeah.
Thank you. Attach sounds to your channel point rewards. When redeemed, the sound plays on your sticker overlay. Attach sounds to your channel points rewards. Perfect. And that's what we want to get. We want to have those same, but we want to trigger them in, because we want everyone to be able to trigger them. What good is a good sound if it's not shared? But Ansim, is that a fact? Are they only working for subs? I think he means only work at the moment. Jude's got a split. No worries, Jude. Okay, so if that's a bug, then I guess we'll just leave it until it gets fixed. Unless I just want to make certain I haven't done anything wrong. It doesn't look like I've done anything wrong. Allow viewers to send sound alerts on your stream is toggled on. The browser source is there. Advanced audio properties. Yeah, we've got monitoring.
There's some similarities.
There are some similarities. No reward will play on overlay. No reward will play on overlay. No rewards? Hang on. I don't want to be rude, but what does that mean? No rewards or no, comma, rewards will play on overlay? Corey is actually asking for a few people to check bugs. I mean, is this a bug or is this how it's meant to be working? Because from how it reads, attach sounds to your channel points rewards. When redeemed, the sound plays on your sticker overlay. I guess the question is that a sticker? I mean, it is. It's literally tells you what it's going to do. It's going to play what I uploaded to it to play. So are you saying it's not reworking right now, or it's not going to work ever and it's worded badly? Is that worded incorrectly and it's not meant to do that? Because that definitely, unless I'm reading English wrong, that says if you trigger the alert, it'll play the sound using a channel point. Unless I'm reading that wrong. Emote stickers, maybe you've got to add per tier. Pricing mode. These are volts, not channel points. Channel library. I've only uploaded one and it's a sound. What a beautiful group of people. 20 volts? Wait.
I think AI is going to be very dangerous. Helpful. Interesting.
Interesting. On a reward section, a star button does play. Should play? Oh, man, I'm confused, man. What's a reward section? What's a reward section? On reward section. Ansim, you got to be clear, man. You've said 3 things. It should. Now you're saying it doesn't. What? Okay, I got excited. This doesn't work. I got excited. It looked good, and often when things look good, they're not as good as they are. Star is a reward. Star is a reward? Star is a reward. Built-in rewards. So what am I doing wrong then? At the bottom of the chat. Okay, so let's start again. Ansim, forget everything that I've done. Ansim, tell me this. How do I get a viewer to trigger a sound from my chat? Forget everything I've done. Just answer that. How does a viewer trigger a sound? We'll go from there, because obviously this is not... I'm confused. So how does a viewer trigger a sound from my chat? That's probably the question. Forget everything else I've done already. Just walk me through that process. How does a viewer trigger a sound from the chat? We'll leave it at that. That's probably the clearest. There's no way we can't disguise that, right? How does a viewer do that? Because I think this star point is incorrect. Channel point branding. I don't know. I think that's wrong. Because it definitely says you can do it. 20 volts? What's this 20V next to it? I'll turn that off. Elfsar, you can make it a gives token instead of a star. Yeah, I can add anything I want to it. Only able play through volt emoji and sound. Only able to play through volt emoji and sound. Does that sound like what it sounds like? You have to spend volts to play a sound? Well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. That's a real shame. If that means that you got to spend cash to trigger an alert on my stream, that isn't going to work for us at all. So folks, like I said, we got excited. This new site's up and it's running, but it's not quite what it sounded. We're going to obviously have to stick with what we already have. Botrix it is, I guess. I'm not going to charge you guys to send an alert. Like, that would be crazy. No idea. Aren't you staff, Ansim? Am I not talking to a staff member here, Ansim Gaming? Are you staff? Velora officially sucks, Netskis. That's, I mean, look, I thought we were talking to a staff member. We may not be. I should just check, I guess.
We're determined to expose what the dark heart of the electric vehicle industry looks like on the ground.
That's a great one. I haven't really no. Oh, wait a second. Okay, so Ansim Gaming's not a staff member. Okay, so forget... All right, folks, let's leave Velora at that stage. We don't know what that is. I feel like I was doing it right, but it wasn't working. So we'll just leave it at that. We weren't talking to a staff member. That might have been something you could have acknowledged up front, but we did spend a fair amount of time assuming you were staff. But anyway, I'm going to go and get a coffee, and then we'll take a look at this Phi Browser, this Pi Browser, whatever it is. I'll be right back. Man. There's fighting words in the chat. I go away for 3 seconds and you kids in the back can't play together nicely. Crikey. What's going on, Netsky and Dale? Netsky and Dale having a crack at each other? Settle down, guys. Dale is free to have an opinion just like everyone. Yeah, totes. People who know me know otherwise. I don't know. What have I missed here? Netsky, start streaming and see if you got what it takes. Whoa, you're not my boss. You're just a stand on the side guy that likes his own opinions. Well, man, at this stage, I'm going to intervene and say, hey, kids, calm down. Calm down, kids. Hey, Ansim, thanks for your comments. I respectfully, I'll just move on from there. I appreciate that you still want to help. I'll just move on from there, though. Australian Point Break. Yeah. That was good conditions. And dudes, it is big out there today. Big. Too big for me. Luckily, I've got a good excuse not to be out there. I've got 10 stitches in my back, so I can't go surfboarding. Velora sucks. Dale sucks. Laugh my ass off. Velora doesn't suck. This is brand new. When did this come out? The new V2. This announcement was made this morning, right? Yeah, at 10:25 a.m. my time, this announcement for V2 dashboard came out. It is now 4:11 p.m. and there's bugs. No surprises there, but like software is buggy, man. Like it's obviously not working. So we know that what we can tell, it's going to be great once it works, but at the moment it's not working. So chill, man. Everybody take a big chill pill. And let's learn about the browser that knows you, the Phi Browser. Now, this is extremely specific, folks. This is only for the Mac users and only for the Mac users that have Apple Silicon, so M1s through to M5s. If you don't happen to have a Mac, sucked in, and if you don't have an M1 or an M2 or an M3 or an M4 or an M5, also sucked in, this browser is not for you. To be honest, it might not even be for me, but let's see. The browser that knows you, a remarkably well-behaved browser engineered specifically for Mac OS, quietly intelligent, beautifully native, and ready before you are. It's based on Chrome, native Mac OS Sol version 1.0.3. By the way, let me be clear about this. A browser's a browser, right? The only reason I use the Brave browser trouser is because in Brave, you earn crypto by using it. You might not be into crypto, then don't worry about it. You can turn that feature off on Brave. But if you are into crypto, you might as well earn a little basic attention token. That's the currency of your attention, because I think all browsers are basically the same. I'll be honest, it's never happened that I've done something and said to myself, that's not working, I better try a different browser. It's not the browser that's the issue. Now, it might have been back in the day when it was Internet Explorer and Netscape and AOL, right? It might have been the case that the browser was the issue, but it's 2026, man. Browser's a browser is a browser. So why am I interested in this? I don't even know. It just came across my feed and I was like, I will tell you this though, it's designed explicitly for the Mac. However, it's not in the Mac App Store. That's a little bit weird, right? Don't you agree that if you make an app specifically for an Apple product, one of the places that you should ensure that your app is available from is in the Mac App Store? Now, is there a reason why Apple haven't allowed this in the App Store? More than likely, they don't want to compete against their Safari machine, right? I don't know. Claude. I remember that app. No, Claude's an AI, isn't it? Bro, Jake, I am just Jake. Who's Jake? Will it work in Tahoe? Yes, it works in Tahoe. A proper browser, first and foremost. To be perfectly honest, an intelligent browser is entirely useless if it cannot browse. The industry standard Chromium engine, elegantly dressed in native Mac OS attire. It is fast, it refrains from crashing, and it stays politely out of the way. Additionally, the core is open source. The window to your digital life ought to be transparent, inspectable, and constructed in broad daylight. I mean, it looks just like you'd expect, right? There's a chat there? Okay. I mean, it looks clean, looks nice. Graphics are cool. That graphic is pretty rad, actually. What is that, a lobster? That looks sick. Not often do I get inspired by graphic design, but that looks rad. Download the Phi Browser. Farmingham. So here is a video about it from their YouTube channel. This is from the Phi Browser channel, who's only got 7 subscribers, and one video goes for 1 minute and 18 seconds. 12 days ago. Well, hang on. What? Netsky, sorry. Netsky's talking about getting banned off Velora. Played a TV show like I always do. So you can't, like, nowhere can you stream a broadcast television show anywhere. You can't do that. That's called copyright. You can't do that. Now, some platforms may relax the ropes and allow it until they get a DMCA from the broadcaster themselves. But as the law stands, you can't do that on any platform. You might have been doing it without any issue. That's on the platform. The moment they get issued a DMCA takedown, they have to act on it by law. So just because Velora have come out saying, we're not going to allow that, period, that's their right. Just like any other platform also has that right. DLive always allows it. Not true. Not true at all. DLive never allowed it. DLive were always very clear about it until they received a notification to take down content. They acted upon it. That's not true, Gibbs? It actually is, dude. It is true. DLive never explicitly said you can broadcast copyrighted material on our platform. They always said, if you broadcast material you don't own the rights to, we will assume you have navigated and got those rights, and if we get a notification telling us otherwise, we will take the content down and issue you a strike. I'm not going to argue about that, Netskis. MT has been to court over it and won. There's no... Okay, so just to be super clear, you're arguing that a streamer broadcasted copyrighted content, fought the copyright in court and won, and we don't know about it? Come on, man. You can't do that, dude. You can only do transformative. You can't just put a movie on and call it movie night and say it's my broadcast. You're just broadcasting, and you might as well just be the Joker at that point. You're just copying, stealing content, dude. You can't do it, man. Anyway, I'm not going to argue copyright here. That's ridiculous. But anyway.
Christ, I can't do this. Tomorrow's interview is huge, and I'm properly losing it. Can you give me something? Advice, luck, better odds? I don't care. Just help me not screw this up.
So what are we seeing here? The browser is interacting with an AI. Which AI is it? ChatGPT, I guess. Paprika? Oh, shit. You know what's funny about that? That's real. That is cool. That they actually did that. They did that. That's a cool... This is a cool ad because they actually did make a dude crack a can of Coke after they shook it up and it shooted everywhere.
hell? Sir, we got a call. You're coming to the hospital. You've got the wrong guy. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm literally in a job interview. The caller said you'd say exactly that. Wait, what?
What the fuck? Okay, I don't know about you dudes, but this ad has got my attention. Holy shit. Can we go back to the start? Let's be clear, they're advertising a browser here. This is cool.
Christ, I can't do this. Tomorrow's interview is huge, and I'm properly losing it. Can you give me something? Advice, luck, better odds? I don't care. Just help me not screw this up.
This is funny. Thanks, Hendrik. On Velora.
What the hell? Sir, we got a call. You're coming to the hospital. You've got the wrong guy. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm literally in a job interview. The caller said you'd say exactly that. Wait, what?
That was so believable. That thump was so believable. What the fuck is this ad? Oh, the browser is eliminating the competitors. Wow. The Phi Browser practices safe AI. Wow, man, that is unique. Why is autoplay playing? I never asked it to do that. Thank you, Firefox.
Christ,
I want to see the thump in the head again.
Tomorrow's interview. What the hell? Sir, we got a call. You're coming to the hospital. You've got the wrong guy. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm literally in a job interview. The caller said you'd say exactly that. Wait, what?
That thump was that was such a good... Dude, that was so convincing.
Caller said you'd say exactly that. Wait, what?
The way his head slings back too. But they're advertising a browser. Like, I don't... that's a funny video, but... Okay, this was genuinely funny. Not what I'd expect from a browser ad, but I'm here for it. Phi Browser already standing out just from the vibes alone. Definitely following along to see where this goes. AI is cooked. I got to tell you, I think that's rad, but the thing that sticks very blunt out to me is that it's a browser for Mac users, but it's not in the Mac store. I'm going to have to ask AI about that. Can we put up the ChatGPT machine? Yes, we can. I'm going to say, tell me, like, basically, is this safe? Tell me all you know about the Phi, I don't even know how to say it, Phi Browser? Phi Browser is actually a pretty interesting and very new entrant in the AI native browser space, especially if you're on Apple Silicon like your M1 Max. Yo, Wingless for the follow. Thanks, Wingless. See the alert? That was an alert. Here's the full breakdown, no fluff. What Phi Browser is. Phi Browser is a Chromium-based browser built specifically for Mac OS, Apple Silicon only, but with a very different philosophy. It's trying to turn your browser into an AI-powered workhorse plus assistant, not just a tab viewer. Built on Chrome, compatibility with modern sites and extensions, native Mac OS apps, Swift UI, Metal, etc. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. The core idea, it's not Chrome with sidebar. It's more like, what if your browser remembers everything and actively helps you without being asked? They push three main concepts. Personal AI with memory. It's a local first memory system that learns your habits, not just chat prompts. It predicts what you're about to do. Okay. You can name or customize the assistant, designed to feel your AI, not just a generic one. Okay. So can it create thumbnails and shit? Can I just open up my browser and say, make me a thumbnail for YouTube based upon this image and this stream title? Less prompting, more doing. This is where it gets spicy. Pi claims it can click, navigate, and perform tasks for you. I don't know if I want my browser to click for me. Huh? Automate repetitive browser actions. Suggest next steps based on your workflow. You open docs, it suggests summarizing. You research, it starts organizing. Local first plus privacy. Data stays local on your Mac by default. How does that work though? If you interact with an AI, it's got to go off. It's got to go out to the internet. Not pitched as constant cloud surveillance. Airlocked personal data model. Airlocked from the internet. How can a browser be airlocked? By very nature of what a browser's doing, it has to connect to the internet. How can it be airlocked? Airlocked, basically the machine is not touching the internet, but it's a browser. They're meant to be on the internet. That's what they're browsing, the internet. Last I looked anyway. Key features, actual concrete stuff. Native Mac OS experience built with Apple frameworks. Yes, optimized for Apple Silicon. It feels more like an app than a port. Access your browser via messaging apps. Access your browser via messaging apps. Okay. I mean, the AI is optional. You can turn off. Okay. Philosophically, what is it trying to do? An operating system for agents disguised as a browser. Panda's got a split. No worries, Panda. Strengths, deep Mac integration, an AI that does things. Weaknesses, unknowns, very new. Yep. Expect bugs, rough edges, missing features. Trust factor. This is what I want to know. It remembers everything about you, so that's powerful and risky. Even with local first, you're trusting a small dev team. Ecosystem maturity. Are there extensions? Does it sync up? Stability? Yep. Fully proactive. It may feel weird at first. You'll love Pi if you're into automating stuff. I automate a fair amount of stuff. Live in the browser all day? No. Like experimenting with bleeding edge tools? No, I don't. I just use them if they work for me. Are curious about AI agents? I am curious. You might hate it if you want just a stable and predictable. That's what I do want. Don't want AI touching your workflow. I don't care about that. I need that. You need rock solid reliability. Let me ask this then. Let me ask this. The big question I have is it safe? I mean, it's a Mac orientated browser, yet it is not available in the Mac App Store. That's a red flag, right? Why did Apple reject it from the App Store? I asked the tough questions. Short answer, it's not actually automatically a red flag, but it is something you should take seriously and evaluate carefully. Let's break it down. A lot of legit Mac apps are not in the App Store. Examples include Chrome, Brave Browser, Arc Browser. Okay, well, I've got to eat my own words. I wasn't going to download this because it's not in the App Store, but neither is Brave, and I've been using it for years. Come on, are you going to have any integrity? Yes, you're going to have to download this, dude. Yeah, okay, I'm getting it. None of these are on the Mac Store. Why? Because Apple's App Store rules are strict, especially for browsers. While Apple may reject browser engine restrictions, historically iOS, but still relevant. Apple prefers WebKit. Apps that execute code is a red flag to Apple. Okay. Because it can simulate user actions, can execute workflows. Well, I've been using a lot of AppleScript lately. Apple tends to be very cautious about apps that run background automation, control other apps, and user input. Okay. Pi explicitly stores long-term behavioral data locally, though, builds a memory of your activity. Even if it's local, Apple may classify that as user tracking. Okay. Phi allows remote interaction with your browser, background agents doing tasks. Is it actually safe? Local first design. Runs as a standard Mac OS app. You control permissions, not forced into Apple's sandbox. What should give you pause? It is a very new product. A small team, limited scrutiny, no long-term security track record. It's an agentic browser. Agentic? What the hell is that? That's not normal. You're granting something permission to read pages, act on pages, potentially automate workflows. No App Store vetting. Apple App Store gives code sign checks. Do you know what though? Having said all that, a lot of the stuff I've installed on my M5 doesn't have Apple code sign. You have to go and manually approve it. Rectangle for one. Loopback. All the Rogue Amoeba products, you've got to go and authorize the signage. Let's face it, Apple is wanting to control your activity in life. Ditch it or reject what they say you can do. I mean, based upon what I've done thus far, not being in the App Store is normal for browsers, but Phi specifically does carry higher than average risk right now. Not because it's malicious, but because it's new, powerful, and experimental. Okay, well, look, this is what I want to do. I'm going to install it. I'm not going to use it so much simply because I've already got Brave, and for my browsing needs, the Brave browser does everything I need. If there's ever a time when I may need something that Brave doesn't do, I'll just Alt-Tab into Pi. Whatever, is it called Pi or Phi? I guess it's the philosophy, right? So it's Phi. I'll fire up Phi and see how I go. But I want it to be there just because, you know, I don't want to miss out. I feel like I'm FOMOing here. Everyone is hate on Windows because of same bullshit. I use Brave too. I mean, look, to be completely frank, the only reason I've used Brave for the last 6 years or whatever is because of the crypto. They give you free crypto for using it. Seems like a no-brainer to me. You're going to use at some point in your computing day, you're going to use a browser, right? And in most regards, they're all kind of the same. They're all the same. So you might as well use one that's going to reward you for using it. To me, it was a no-brainer. Basic attention token, you get it from using the platform. Probably earned about maybe $200 or $300 in total from using the Brave browser. You might say, come on, man, $300, dude. But that's $300 you didn't earn. If you just used Safari or Chrome for the last 6 years, you didn't get $300. And that's at basic attention token trading at what it is now. If that thing bumps up, right, to the moon, that suddenly becomes a couple of grand. Which is why I wanted to know, is there a native token or is there any crypto or blockchain integration with the Phi? Let's find out. Is there any blockchain or crypto integration with this browser? Browser, or plans thereof. Short answer, no. No currently evidence that Phi Browser has any built-in crypto, blockchain, or Web3 integration, or even announced plans for it. And that's kind of notable given everything else. Yeah. No native crypto features as of now. No tokens, no wallets, no mining, no Web3, no dApps. That's a big contrast to Brave with basic attention and dedicated Web3 browsers. Yeah. That's a shame. That's a shame. I would like that to be somehow integrated. Could they add it later? This is where it gets interesting. Given their architecture, persistent identity, memory of user behavior, agent-based. It could theoretically evolve into Web 3 identity layer. What's that? That's layer 3 then, right? The corporates want you locked in. I say no way. What corporates? But right now there are 0 confirmed signals they're heading that way. Okay, last question. Okay. Last question. How is it pronounced? I'm saying pi. It's pronounced like phi, rhymes with I or fly. The name comes from the Greek letter pi. It actually is pi. Sometimes more like phi. In this case, the browser, get that out of there. Everything around the branding points to Phi Browser. Phi, okay. What have I been saying? I've been saying that, haven't I? Pi. No, I've been saying pi. So it's phi. So it's just fi, phi, fo, fum. No, it's phi. It's like rye, but it's f. If you said I've been testing Phi Browser, if I've been testing Phi Browser, I'm not even going to explain that they're corporate. This company, you don't even know who they are, dude. Netsky, Netskys, you gotta calm down, man. You don't even know who's behind this company, and you're telling me that they're corporates. This is a small dev team making an app, a browser app, and you're going, they're all corporates. Then you might as well just turn your whole computer off, dude. Like, come on, dude. What? Why are you so, like, you seem very antagonistic lately. I don't know, you've been jumping on Dale all day and something going on, man. Do you need to talk? I wasn't meaning Phi. Well, that's what we're talking about, dude. Who the fuck are you talking about? I've been talking about Phi for the last 20, 30 minutes. And what are you talking about? Come on, man. I just want us all to be happy this Christmas. I wanted to ask one other question, but I've forgotten what it was. There was one other question. Something I was going to ask. What was it? There was one other thing. Oh, yeah. So if can I use the this? Okay, here's a good use case, right? So right now, ChatGPT, and this has been the case the whole way through. ChatGPT has made a lot of mistakes. Like it's making dumb. It's making not unavoidable, unforgivable mistakes. Some of the errors ChatGPT has given me are unforgivable. I would like to use a better AI model, and I've been using Copilot. If I install the Phi Browser, because of its native AI integration, can I just go to the browser and alongside me looking through my YouTube backend or whatever I'm doing, I can just have another tab and I can ask it to create a thumbnail for my latest YouTube video, and it will do it, and it won't like, it'll create it to the specifications of 1280 by 720, 16 by 9, save it out as a PNG, maximum file size, because now YouTube allow high-res thumbnails. Because I tell you what, ChatGPT can't do that. This is not, and I've said this before, this is no word of a lie. Every single thumbnail that I've ever generated with ChatGPT, Copilot, and the other one, not there's one that doesn't do images. Anyway, there's another, I'll just tell you what it is. It's important to get this right. So ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, I thought there was a fourth one. Oh, Galaxy.ai. Anyway, which one? 3 of those, there's one that doesn't do images. 3 of those never, ever can give me an image at 1280 by 720. I don't know why. I literally tell it to create the thumbnail and I say, make this, and I've used all these terms. I've used make this widescreen, make this 16 by 9. I've gone make it 16.9. I've said make the aspect ratio 16:9, because I don't even care if it's not 1280 by 720. Give me the next number up that's still 16 by 9. I just want the aspect ratio because that's what YouTube wants. It never ever does it, and I've sent it back to it and I've said, I've downloaded the image and I've re-uploaded it and said, ChatGPT, tell me the exact dimensions of this image, and it will tell me, hey, Ambrosia, thanks for the follow. It'll tell me the dimensions, and I'll say, okay, now give it back to me at exactly 1280 by 720, and it comes back with some weird number. So can Phi Browser have the AI do the thing and actually do it right? Like I don't want to have to then take my image into Photoshop and use content aware to stretch it by 16 by 9 and fill the sides in. It's just like, I thought AI was supposed to be helping. I mean, it is helping, but so let me see. Can I use the AI features to generate YouTube thumbnails, titles, descriptions, and tags, much like I do here with you? Short answer, yeah, but it's not really what Phi is best at. Phi, I keep wanting to say Phi. You can use it for that, but it won't feel as dialed in as what we've been doing here with me. Self-gratitude. Let me unpack that properly, because this is where Phi gets interesting for your exact workflow. Titles, descriptions, tag, yes, pretty easily. Since it has an AI assistant baked in, you can ask it to generate titles, A/B style, write descriptions, generate tags. Functionality, that's no different than using ChatGPT. Thumbnails, kinda, not directly. Phi itself doesn't have a built-in image generator as far as current info shows, but it could generate prompts, open tools like image generators, and help refine thumbnails. Fuck you. Where Phi could actually beat ChatGPT, this is the part that matters for your YouTube channel. You run Gives a Minute and your workflow is probably something like idea, title, thumbnail, description, upload. Phi's advantage isn't the generation, it's the automation across steps. Example of what it could do in theory. You could say something like, I'm uploading a stream about Phi Browser, prepare everything, and it might read the page you're on, generate 3 titles, descriptions, tags, open your thumbnail tool, pre-fill prompts, maybe even help prep the YouTube upload page. To be fair though, those aren't very difficult tasks, and that's not very time consuming to do that. Here's the reality for right now. It won't match ChatGPT for creative punch titles and hooks, optimizing tags, thumbnail ideation at a high level. It may struggle with YouTube specific optimization like you do with the thumbnail size. It doesn't have the same trained on everything, tuned for output feel. Okay, where you would feel the difference, given how you work, you're intentional with thumbnails and titles. ChatGPT is better for make this punchy, give me 3 killer titles, optimize this for CTR. Phi, better for do the whole process, move between tools. Okay. I probably won't use it for anything then if it's not going to do that. Because Phi is learning your habits, it may start generating safe, repetitive titles. Okay, you don't want that. Basically, it's just told me no. I will download it though. I will install it, and I don't know. We'll just go from there. Yeah, Phi Browser, folks. Do you want me to install it now? Let's do it. Where was it again? Let's download it. Do you want me to do it? Do it on stream? We'll do it. And we'll see how it looks, eh? We're now beginning in the world of AI. You have to go to accept flow with AI. Yeah, Truskies. Okay, I'm going to install this. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, probably in my downloads folder. You idiot. Yes, here we go. Drag to the applications. That was quick. I didn't even hear it do its thing. So it looks like it's in there. Let's load it up for the first time and see what happens. Phi is an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? I do. Mask notifications. I'll put it over on this window. Log in. Log in. I guess I got to sign up, right? It opens up Brave Browser. Okay, I'll just log in here. Welcome to the Phi Browser to continue. Log into Phi Browser to continue to Phi Browser. Sign up. Don't have an account. Sign up. Sign up. I'm gonna allow access to notifications. Yeah, I'm gonna allow notifications as what am I doing here? Signing up. And just give me a second to create a new password for Pi. Is it Phi? I want to say Phi, but it's Phi. Password is weak. I'll tell you what's weak. You telling me what's weak. Okay. I would say Phi as well. Phi, Fi, Fo, Fum. Just give me a second here to add some numbers. Okay. Invitation code if you have one. Are you serious? Invitation code? I don't have an invitation code. Gives, do you mind getting copyright strikes when you do music nights? Why is that okay for you? So I've done this, I've gone over this 100 times, but I'll just do it super quick. When I get a copyright strike, it's not a channel strike. It's a notification from YouTube telling me that the music that I've played belongs to someone else, and therefore I cannot monetize my stream. So any AdSense revenue that I would normally make from views and from ads rolling on that VOD or during the live feed, that money, if I leave monetization on, that money goes to the record company, not to me. Or I turn monetization off and no one gets it. So that's not a copyright strike. A copyright strike is when you play, and by the way, it can be a copyright strike with some music, notably Apple, not Apple computers, but Apple Music, which was the record company, the record label that the Beatles were on for a long time. They were known to instantly file to take this down immediately. You can't play this. And that is a channel strike. There was times when that would be a channel strike. They have relaxed that rule since then with music, but you only get 3 strikes on YouTube and you're out. How do I know? Because my channel's been struck 3 times and I've lost it. I had to plead the case. It was actually trolls doing the troll thing. It wasn't legit. But you get 3 strikes and your channel gets taken down. You don't get striked for playing copyrighted music. You just can't monetize it. In some instances, and this is why I have this monitor up on this side, because that's where I have whenever I'm doing a music stream, I have this monitor with my Gmail, which is the email account linked to my YouTube. And I keep an eye on it to see if an email comes in, because they'll send you a warning. We've detected copyrighted material in your stream. This is a warning. If you don't change it soon or stop it, and then you get a second warning. And if you don't do anything, they strike your channel. That's 1 strike. Luckily, what we do with music, typically by the time they've notified you, if it's a regular song, it's 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Usually you can get through the whole song, but I'm watching it. And if I see a second email, I'm like, I'm skipping the song. And why is any music video off YouTube okay on Velora? Obviously all are copyright, but it's okay. I don't believe, look, I'm not speaking for Velora. I'm speaking in the general sense of copyright. You cannot play anything that doesn't belong to you. Music, YouTube videos, films, broadcast quality television shows, 1980s sitcoms, you can't do any of that. If you've done it and you've got away with it, you've just sailed under the radar. every platform has to take that shit down as soon as they get notified that it's happening. Some sites take a preemptive approach and say, you can't do this, period. So we're not going to allow it at all. Other sites like DLive relaxed the ropes and said, go for it. And if the companies come to us and say, take it down, we take it down and we give you a warning. That's it. That's their policy. Yeah. Good luck. If you want to broadcast films and movie nights, good luck. I don't think it's going to last though. By the way, just on that note, just on that note, in the relaxing of those DLive like standards and rules, they famously did a big 180 about like sexual content. Do you remember I don't know if you guys remember, but in the early days, Bikini Ifrit was a big streamer and she was doing hot tub streams and, you know, bikini stuff and doing quite well. And then people got upset with it. Like some streamers were like, well, it's not fair. She's just sitting around in a bikini and getting all the rewards. It's like, if you got it, flaunt it. What's wrong with that? Enough fuss was kicked up about her and another streamer as well, a couple of other streamers, that they changed the rule and said from now on bikini streams aren't allowed. And so they said no more hot tub streams, no more bikini streams. You can only be in a bikini, both male or female, both female or male. Females are usually the ones that do it. You can only be in a bikini if the stream, like an IRL stream at the beach, then it's normal. You're in a bikini, right? But if you're sitting in your room in a bikini, that's milking the sexual content. And they said you can't do that. Famously, much close to the end, it's near the end of April now when it's going to all go bye-bye, I guess about a year and a half ago, they changed the terms and said you can broadcast anything you want in terms of sexually explicit material as long as you own it. So that doesn't mean you can go and download 10 hours worth of Pornhub videos and put them on a playlist and VLC and stream it. That's what everyone did. But did you notice that they took those down? But if you saw a hot tub streamer like broadcasting basically sex, that was fine, as long as it was her content. So even in the day of, you can have full, like, dude, you go now and have a look. I don't know if anyone's streaming right now, but you can broadcast like live sex on DLive. As long as it's you doing it, you can do it and monetize it. Wait. There was something about that. I can't remember. There was something, I think that they said certain donations went off. I don't know. There was some caveat, but they allowed it. But it doesn't mean that you could broadcast all of bloody Bang Bus videos, right? That's not yours. That's the same rules apply. Doesn't matter that the content is explicit. It's the same rules. If you don't own it, you can't broadcast it. And if you do, and we get told to take it down, you get a channel strike. That was DLive, and I feel like that's going to be the same anywhere you go. Now, what's this invitational code? I can skip it. I don't have one. Unless I've got one in my email. Maybe they gave me one, said, funnily enough, now my mail client's closed. I've got an Apple script that closes my mail client before I start a stream. I used to always hate hearing my email go bing when I was live, so I got a script. Here we go. Verify your email. All right. Did that. Verified. Back to the browser. Okay. Okay, well, I didn't get an invitational code, but I did get a... Skip that. Authorize app. Phi Browser is accessing to your Phi Browser. Yeah, well, that's a given, right? Always allow that, yep. Here we go, folks. Here is the first instance of the Phi Browser. Can I move that? Yep. What should I call you? How about just Benon? Welcome, Benon. You can change the coloring. Oh, that's rad. I'll go with my purple. I like purple. What do you reckon that image is? You know what it looks like? Those you see them on the beach sometimes. They're clear. They're like a jellyfish. Layout selection. Performance, comfortable, balanced. I guess we'll just stick to the defaults here. Browser data from Chrome? I don't have Chrome. Oh, it's telling... Oh, I got Brave, but... Yeah, you know what? I'll just slide them all in. iCloud passwords. Yeah, we'll go with those. That's it, folks. So the Phi Browser is now up and running. Can we make it full screen? Command F. Nope. What's full screen? Actual size. Enter full screen. Shift Command global bar. Fuck. All those. I'll just do it with the little. Full screen didn't work. You serious? That didn't work. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, I'll just drag it in. Just want you guys to see it as well as I. Okay, so it's tabs out there. Like I said, I probably won't use this. What's it say Jack up there for? Jack. It's got Jack up the top there. Jack? Daniels? Why has it got Jack? I didn't search. How come it's searching for Jack? Afternoon, keep shining. Well, what should we do? There's 2 tabs open. Get to know your assistant. Set a name and avatar or skip to get started right away.
Hello there.
Hey, Toothboy. Yo, Charles, how you doing? Wingless. Actually, I think you'll find it's around 35 years since release. That's what makes the difference. You guys are still talking about that. Netsky, why do you want to broadcast people's movies for? What do you want to show movies for? Like, you want to watch a movie, watch a movie yourself. Why do you want to broadcast it? Are you talking about copyright-free movies? If they're outside of the statute of limitations, whatever the copyright law says, I think it's like 65 years or something. You play people's music all the time. Yeah, but a movie, like you're going to sit down. We're educating. We're learning about music. You're just going to watch a movie on stream? That doesn't sound fun, man. Like if you want to watch a movie, like watch a movie, like to broadcast it. I don't know. Get to know your assistant. What are we going to call it? And by the way, just another thing. What you guys are talking about this a lot. I guess we'll just tap into that. The idea of being transformative is critical to broadcasting. So if you're going to do any kind of reaction content, if you're going to do any kind of review content, including, in a loose sense, the cap game, right? Or we don't have a name for it anymore. We used to be called the cap game, then it became the winners game. We don't really have a name for the music game. But if you're going to play music, there's one thing to be said by sitting down and playing music and not interacting. That's one side of it. You could argue that's not transformative, but sitting down with the music and covering up the artwork and telling you guys a little about the band and researching who the members are and informing you guys this is blah, 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 this is how long they've been around, that's making it transformative. So if you really want to argue, which I think Netsky seems to want to, if you really want to argue that I do the music game and somehow that's okay, I'm not just pressing play on an album and walking away, or pressing play on VLC and watching a movie with you guys. You need to make it transformative. You need to make it your own. Yeah, that is copyright rules. you play music and we listen, but I'm not just playing the song. Like, I'm talking over it. I'm interacting with it. We're playing trumpet noises. We're engaging. We're learning. We're like I mean, there is a percentage. There's a number that you can probably find. I don't know what it is, but you've got to be transformative. You can't just play it and walk away. And by the way, I said this before, but why would you want to do that anyway? Like that. Just if you want to watch a movie, watch a movie. Don't stream it. If you want to, like, let's say you watched a great movie and you want to share that with your community. Then come back with the movie, maybe watch the trailer on stream, talk about it, stop and pause and interact and engage with who the actors are and what the characters are and who the director is and all that. And then you'd be like, you guys should check it out, man. If you all watch it, we'll come back and talk about it. But to watch it all together on a stream, it just, I don't know. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know. I'll shut up for a few minutes so you can listen to the song, right? Yeah, but dude, of a song, like of a 4-minute song, how much time does the song actually play for when we play them? Realistically, you get 60 seconds at the start to hear it, and then I come in and start giving you the rundown, therefore making it transformative. I'm there from the first minute of the song. I'm letting you hear it, and then I'm engaging. We could change that if you want. We could make it 30 seconds. I don't care. But the point is, I'm transforming the content. I don't know what to say. You seem to be, number one, you seem to be very antagonistic right now, and you also seem to have something else going. You were angry at Dale earlier for something, and now you're angry at Velora and every other platform because you're not able to broadcast movies. I don't know what to tell you, man. So are my visuals just as good as what you do? If you have a screen with the film on it and you put an overlay of like a moving, like my logo or something, that's not enough, dude. Like that's... Again, why do you want to do that anyway? Like what is the point of that? Like watching movies on a stream. I guess I don't know. Look, you're on your own at that. Like, I think you've already been told at Velora you can't do it. Like, you got issued a warning already, right? So this is not the DLive. This is not DLive died and just sub it over onto Velora. They've got their rules, and it sounds like they're pretty keen to enforce them. So if you don't like it, don't do it, man. You know, do something else. Bobby McFerrin once said, "Don't worry, be happy." Yeah, right on, Doug. And over the top. Well, if you can go back and stream on DLive for the last 2 weeks, and then I don't know. Anyway, the Phi Browser. Get to know your assistant. Set a name and avatar, or skip to get started right away. I'll just start. What would you like to call me? What would I like to call it? I don't know. I've had enough of fake names. I want to call it by its real name. I don't know. What name do I want to call my... I don't want to give it a name. I don't want babies. Poohead. Shaking the magic fishbowl. Image generation. Well, this is pretty slow. So slow. What is this? Is that meant to be Poohead? Wow, okay. Poohead has a ridiculous charm to it, and honestly, I kind of love that. It feels playful, a little... Oh, this is just like ChatGPT. So this is a browser. So if I'm on a browser, okay, tell me about the Gives a Minute YouTube channel? I don't know that channel well enough to give you a reliable answer from memory. If you want, I can help you pin it down by looking at the channel name, what kind of videos it posts or any links. Just tell me. This is already annoying me. I cannot confidently tell you about Gives a Minute without risking making stuff up. If you meant the YouTube channel, send me the link. Really? Can't you get the link? I can't browse the web directly from here. Dear, dear, dear. Let me get it then. Dear, dear, dear. I don't know what I was expecting. Here it is. That link points to a YouTube channel ID. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, okay. I'll give it my link tree and see what it does with this. Here's my link tree. See what it does with that. If it can it go through the link tree and find my YouTube channel? I still can't open that link directly, you idiot. This is so dumb. On that Linktree page, it's got all of my links. One of them is the clearly labeled, the second one, labeled YouTube. Okay, so this is not a great start for this. Here is the direct channel link. I cannot verify that page directly. What the fuck is wrong with this shit? Is it because it's got a channel, a C/channel? I can't open that page from here. If you want me to be accurate instead of making shit up, paste the channel bio. You literally told me to give you the channel link. And now you're telling me that this is as dumb as ChatGPT. This is dumb. I'm blocked from directly opening links. Unblock them. Unblock yourself accordingly. I can't change my own access. Wow. Okay. How about this then? Then tell me all you know about the channel based upon this link. Based on that URL, all I can tell you is that it appears to be a YouTube channel. This is the dumbest Apple setting. It's not an Apple setting, dude. It's an AI setting. Can't you scrub it? I said, can't you scrub it and find the details? This is so dumb. Nope, I can't scrape or open that link from here. If you want details, paste the page text, screenshots, or if... Oh my God. So what can they help me with? So what can you do? How can you help me browse the internet faster and more reliably if you cannot open links? I can help you process, compare, summarize, and organize whatever you bring me from the web much faster than doing it manually, but I can't directly open links in this setup. What I can do well is turn raw internet junk into useful output. If you paste a page, an about section, or a product listing, search results, comments, or screenshots, I can summarize. So you can just do what AI does. So you're just doing AI in a browser, which is what you need to do with ChatGPT anyway. Like last time I checked, you needed to open up ChatGPT in a browser. Or the app on your phone. This is dumb. I'm not using it. Hold Command Q to quit. Yeah, that's dumb. I'm not using that shit. Boring. So what else did we have here? The Phi Browser. I guess we can go out with a short video here. There is the B-21 Raider, America's most advanced warplane. Let's see what this is, and then we'll get out of here.
This is the B-2 stealth bomber. It was developed during the Cold War and is still one of the most impressive warplanes ever constructed.
Dude, pasting a specific video? Seriously? It wouldn't even open up a link to the channel. You want me to go back and do a... How do I get back there? Phi Browser. I'll try it. One of my videos, I guess I'll open up one of my videos. Afternoon energy is limited research. Spend it on the tasks that pay you back. I'm spending it with you, FIFO. What am I going to paste? I'll paste it in a... Okay, hang on. I'll paste in a link to a live stream that we've done. A specific video. Yeah. I'll paste in a link to the DLive is shutting down stream that we did a few days ago. Here is the specific link. Tell me all about, summarize this live stream I did a few days ago. Pulling out the highlights into, let's say, 3 10-second video clips. It won't be able to do this. And 10 aptly timed screen grabs. There's no way it's going to be able to do this. What the flying fuck? I'm not a robot. I am not a robot. Traffic light. Are you kidding me? I got to do this shit? Huh? What? The flying fuck is this? It went to Google? Chat with Poohead. Okay, maybe that was my mistake. It defaulted to a Google search. Memory, no file system is available. Browser state is empty with 0 interactive elements. No tabs containing the live stream. I can do the summary clips and grabs, but I need the actual video content accessible in browser. Send me the full YouTube watch URL. Dude, I just sent that to you. What is wrong with you? It's right here. Send me a screen recording or a downloadable file. Oh, this is horrible. Use Claude. No, we're using the Phi Browser. I can't inspect it from here because the browser side isn't receiving the URL cleanly. Paste it one more time as plain text, exactly like this. Hey, if you're pasting it for me, what on earth is it doing? It's pasting it and saying, paste that back to me. You have and t equals? It's asking for that though. It's pasted it back, so it's obviously got it though. Is it doing something? I'll put money on it that it can't do this. No previous action was taken. This is the initial setup. Memory, task, inspect the YouTube video, determine if it is a live stream, archive, summarize visible content and metadata, and provide 3 candidate 10-second clip segments plus 10 screenshot timestamps. Claude will make this look like Child's Play? Yeah, but we're using Phi. Click completed. The page finished loading and the YouTube video is visible with metadata. Memory, the video identified as a 3-hour live stream archive titled It Finally Happened, DLive is done. Let's talk why. Visible metadata shows 88 views and streamed live on April 9. Chat replay is enabled. Next goal, open the transcript panel to collect timestamped content for clip and screenshot suggestions. Do it. Do the thing then. Click running. Okay, this is better than I thought. Click completed. YouTube page load. Visible metadata confirmed it's a live stream. Yeah. Next, open the transcript. That's what it did, right? Next goal, open. Does that mean it wants me to do that, or is that what it's doing? Next goal, open the transcript so I can inspect the timestamped content. I can't do that. That's just a screenshot, right? I can't do anything with that. That's not interactive. Click running. Info tab completed. Info tab. The previous click likely targeted the transcript area, but the transcript content is not yet visible. Transcript is probably on your page for the video. So I got to go back to my studio to get that. Boring. Get info tab. I can't do it there, right? No. Wow. The transcript is usually in the chat bar over here, right? I zoomed right in. Okay, it's pretty cumbersome. That's not interactable. I'm over it. Click completed. Yeah, it's stalling out on the transcript idea. Okay, I'm over it. You know what? Let's leave that bomber thing video to another time. I'm over it. Definitely over it. Hold Command Q. I won't be using that. Click the trash. Yeah, throw it in the trash. Look, I mean, I installed it, but to be honest, unless something absolutely revolutionary comes from it, I don't think I'll be using it. I've already got AI and I'm slightly frustrated with it. The way that I use it, it kind of works for me in the sense that I can do the thing and then chuck it through Photoshop and then export it out and do. But it's kind of like it's teasing. It's teasing us to get to a point where it's not quite there yet. Hey, thanks for being with me in the chat though, folks. Nice to have you all. This is a weird stream today. I feel like I don't know if this is a hangover from the Artemis 2 thing, but there seems like a lot of anxious people right now in the chat. I hope whatever's going on in everyone's world is resolvable, because it's more fun when we're all getting along, having a good time. When you guys are arguing and popping off between yourselves, usually I get concerned because I feel like I might have done something to deserve it, and I don't know, but I don't know. Just not a weird stream, I suppose. Look, I'm going to look into the reason why Velora isn't working properly with those alerts. It would be great if we could integrate that properly into our setup and have it working. I don't want you guys to have to pay for that though. Yeah. Anyway, coming up now, I got a few days of work. And that, by the way, the business I work for is closing for 2 weeks. What day is today? Monday. So Tuesday, I'm working tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the business is shut for like close to 2 weeks, I think, or a week and a half. So you're going to see a lot more of my hideous head. I got a lot of content. I want to do a deep dive into pancreatic cancer, what killed Lino, the chef I used to work with. I want to just do some research into that, and, you know, getting older myself, and I don't know, just being a bit worried about, just keeping, I don't know, like I keep having to have these skin cancers cut out of my body, and I'm like, what else is in there that we don't know of? You know, there probably are other things in there that I need to get, ending it on a rather tumultuous note. Not really. I feel good, but I feel healthy, and I feel happy, and I feel healthy. I'm a human being. For those that know where that's from, you'll know. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow, a couple of days, whatever's. Happy birthday, D-Live, for me. 7 years tomorrow. I'm not doing a stream. No, I'm not. Thanks for being here. Oh, is the background? Oh, no, there it is. Yeah, thanks for being here live with me. And Phi Browser. Don't forget to farkle in the chat. Farkle. Bring those laughs to the grind. Farkle. You're really starting to farkle me off. Wow, that sounds horrible.